Next is organizational diagnosis and assessment. What is organizational diagnosis and assessment? Organizational diagnosis is a distinctive approach to assess the organization and determining the problem area, and is often used during planned changes to help organizations uncover hidden unintentional roadblocks to change effort. This process is also helps to identify the resistant area which need to be changed and then determining strategies to help. A company may have problem in specific areas, processes, people, or department that organizational diagnosis can figure out and can use evidence-based modeling to find where the issue are. So organizational diagnosis is an organization. In an organization, the problem may arise in any of the area, any of the department. A problem or issue may arise in any area of an organization. So organizational diagnosis means it is to organizational diagnosis means the organization should understand where the problem is and in which area the problem is in which area the problem is arising, in which area the issue is more. So as an organization or as a management of the organization, they have to understand where the problem is and in which area the problem is. And they have to identify the problem. They have to identify the area of the problem and they have to sort out the problems. So that is the organizational diagnosis or assessment. And that problem, they have to analyze whether that problem is intentional or unintentional, whether it is hidden or unhidden. So you have to, as a management of the organization, you have to uncover the problem, or you have to you have to understand the problem and you have to sort out the problem. Next, factors identified by organizational assessment. Organization diagnosis or assessment. Assessments of the effectiveness of health system, assessing the change nature of the workplace, examining organizational decline and other life cycle transition, change and diversity in organizational culture and in workforce composition, the spread of new forms of work organization, including teams, flat hierarchies, and network, use new technology, new uses of information technology, mergers and alliances among organizations. So these are all the factors. These are all the factors you can identify the problem. Say for example, some organization, say for example, one organization is merging with another organization. So in that situation, an organization, they can in that situation, in an organization, problem may arise out in any of the area, in any department or in any area of particular department, the problem may come. So you have, as a management, you have to be ready to identify the problem and you have to sort out the problems. So if you implement new technologies in your organization, then the problem may arise. If any changes in done in any organization, problem may arise, and it is the duty of the, or it is the responsibility of the management to identify the problem and to sort out the problem. Organizational diagnosis and assessment process. Identify the area that need to be evaluated. Set a benchmark based on which the high level of performance for the area being assessed. Collect the data to compare the organization with the benchmark. Determine the gap and find out the solution to fulfill that gap. So you need to identify where the problem is, and you have to set a standard in the organization, you have to, in your organization, you have to set a standard on which the high level of performance, you have to set a standard performance level in based on which the performance is to be assessed. So 90% is your standard performance means, then you have to compare the particular performance, then you have to compare the particular area performance with that standard performance. So then only you can fulfill the gap. So you can identify the problem and you can fulfill the gap between the standard performance and the actual performance. So with this, we have completed the module learning and organizational development. In this module, what are the topics we have covered is developing competency framework, assessment process and feedback analysis, advantage of ROI measurement, concept of learning need analysis, model design, budgeting, calendar, the process of organizational diagnosis and assessment. So these are all the topics we have covered under this learning and organizational development. So with this, we have completed this module.